I do love this president. My favorite president up until Trump was Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan gave phenomenal speeches and did some good things, but President Trump has followed through on campaign promises.
The President of the United States!
Well, I think President Trump gave a great speech. It was a little more unifying than I might have expected. I would like to have had him hit on the wall a little bit harder than he did, but overall a good speech. So yes, I believe our nation is strong thanks to our president. We are not going around the world on an apology tour anymore.
No matter the challenges to come, we must go forward together.
I think he's emphasizing strengths. He's talking about some very good plans. And I think country is in a great direction.
I'm very pleased with the attitude of greater good and working together. And it's interesting to see the reactions and how those who generally present themselves as most for that tend to kind of be reacting in a way that's a little hypocritical to that concept.
We are on the cusp of a very divisive time, and I think that we really need to look at the bigger picture here and say that, you know, look, we're all Americans. He's talking about the economy, he's talking about illegal immigration and the southern border.
Not one more American life should be lost because our nation failed to control its very dangerous border.
I'm an immigrant. I was at the time born in the same country as the First Lady. At that time it was called Yugoslavia. Now I come from Serbia. Came here as a legal immigrant.
There wasn't a whole lot that should be particularly controversial, and I think overall it's a good, I don't want to say fresh start, but a very good new step.
I always feel like he's got our back, and that is what his speech represented once again tonight. And I love, not only was he presidential, but I love when Trump is Trump. I love when he puts out there and puts a little shock and awe, and that's what the Trump supporters voted for, and we need that, and it keeps the opposing views on their toes.
I know he read from the teleprompter, but he did a really good job. There's a lot of improvising as well, and I thought the crowd, I think he was able to command the crowd more than in the past. He got them to stand a lot more this time than in previous State of the Unions.
They just didn't look that good. It's tough to look good when a Republican is giving a speech and you're a Democratic and you don't like necessarily where he's going with it. So I think it's funny just to see their faces and how smug they look and how they're not happy even for the best successes of America.
Our civilization.